Commander, report. Large contingent of Skyan troops patrolling directly ahead.
You're not making it any easier for us.
Negative.
Ugh. That still wasn't everything. That isn't going to work.
Analysis.
Wait, which one? Us clearing them out or them raising hell?
Analysis. Skyans likely beings of independent thought.
So under Cassandra, there's just AI, not some Skyan scientist or soldier.
High possibility acknowledged.
Interesting. In that case, the Skyan AIs are just a means to an end. Nothing more than tools.
Conclusion consistent with all known data.
I don't know which would have been more concerning. Now, what would happen if they lost all their intelligent automation? How vulnerable would they be if they had to control all their machines manually?
Recommend additional scans to clarify further. Recalibration of internal systems necessary before proceeding.
Then do that. But don't be too loud, okay?
Volume of internal systems not... Interrogative. Was last statement a meaningless comment?
What? I thought I told you to delete that dumb shit.
Acknowledged. Systems currently struggling.
Good. I see we have an understanding. Fine. Report back once you've found another location.
Acknowledged, Commander. Warning. Combustible liquids detected in soil.
And what does that mean for me?
No immediate danger detected. Recommendation. Drilling, tunnel work, or mining should be carried out with extreme caution.
Good thing I'm not planning to dig a tunnel here, then.
Environmental scan initiated. Large amount of debris detected.
I've just received word. My scouts believe they found something. A group of young Skyend agitators roaming the Ignadon hinterlands. Which just happens to be where the scouts saw people wandering a few days before.
Come with me.
Found her. Yeah. Shh.
So
She got rough with an admirer one night. Next day I knew.
Wow. Coming from you, that's saying something. Maybe there's hope for you after all.
Forget it. Anyway, turns out the guy worked for my brother. Pretty high up, too. Sherry knew she was screwed. My rep in the fort was... not...
So where is this best friend of yours?
I prefer to think of her as my soon-to-be dead. Come on. This is the place. Sherry's supposed to be living in some old trash heap below the fort. Should've known. It's where all the rats end up. Come on, I'm right behind you.
Damn it.
Get out of here, man.
Sherry?
What? Holy shit. That you, Nasty?
Fuck me, you look like shit.
What are you doing here? I thought you ran off to the grotto with those fucking psychos.
I did. But shit, Sherry, what happened to you? You barely look like yourself.
What the fuck, bitch? All these years go by and then you just show up to shit on me when I'm ground down to nothing? You think I chose this life? Fuck. When you left, everything went to shit.
Fuck off, bitch. You're the one who threw me to the wolves, remember? Or did you forget? I didn't. The whole fucking fort was after my ass.
Oh, honey, you know I had no choice. Your bastard brother would have fed me to his fucking jackals if he knew I'd killed his top man. I hoped he'd spared you at least. I mean, you are his fucking sister.
You think I didn't know that shit? I know what an asshole my brother is, Kay? You're a big part of the reason I got banished, so admit to that and cut the shit.
You abandoned me. I'll never forgive you for that.
Oh, come the fuck on!
You ditched me, and for a guy. A fucking guy!
You know, I came here to settle the score with you. But you've obviously been punished enough. I mean, look at you.
Left me.
All you get is my pity.
For a guy.
Come on, Jax, we're done here. Let's go.
Fuck.
Well, Sherry won't be framing anyone for murder again.
Come on. And let's never mention her again.
Been trying to think who else might be on your list. Could it be someone's brother, maybe?
Figure that out all by yourself, huh?
Ah, so I'm right.
He was the Duke of Tavar, and the bastard didn't even raise a finger to help me. One word from him and those assholes would have left me alone. But no, He threw me to the wolves instead. Probably even encouraged some of them to come after me.
Well, you know where to find him.
I'm not quite ready yet.
Really?
Why do you think I've been training so hard? Logan's a tough son of a bitch. In fact, he's the second biggest asshole I know. This thing won't be easy. I want to be ready, and I mean really ready, before I go up against him.
You really want to kill your twin brother?
He has to pay for what he did. Seeing him with his stupid face in the dirt, begging for his life, that's what I want. I need to train some more. I'll tell you when I'm ready.
We're done for now. Freshly mutated soldiers. We should get out there right away.
Agreed. Let's go. Well, there we are. They're definitely Skyend agitators. They're an awful sight. Imagine having to serve the Skyends like this for the rest of your life.
We'll make sure that never happens.
Well then, go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Dawkins has an incredible level of knowledge about the Skyends.
Careful!
Did he find all that out through his research? It's a remarkable achievement when you look at what he's working on.
It really is tragic.
Although they have greater intelligence than the average Skyanid, they're just as vicious and single-minded.
I'll need to examine the place where they mutated. Wait a minute.
This damn infection. I should train my mind before that thing happens to me.
It isn't easy, seeing what they went through. So much suffering. I don't know what's more alarming, that these young agitators seem to be able to control the Dark ELXEll, or...
Or what?
Well, they were out hunting for ELXEll, and once they found it, they ingested it.
What's so interesting about that?
It wasn't Dark ELXEll. It was our ELXEll.
So Skyends can process blue ELXEll too. That's not good, is it?
Not at all. Imagine an army of these soldiers taking our ELX and mana, using it in their contaminated bodies. It's only a matter of time before Magellan's blue ELX is completely blended with dark ELX. Or should I say contaminated?
So pretty soon, dark ELX could be the only ELX there is.
That, or a new derivative that combines them both. And whether they can be separated again afterwards, I just don't know. But I sense that these Skyans can communicate with the voices of the ELX, just as I do.
So they can control all the derivatives of ELX and communicate with the collective voices of each.
It would seem that way. But agitators are the lowest-ranking Skyans, and may not be as capable of dealing with ELX. I'll have to examine a freshly mutated curator before I can say more with any certainty. That is, if they even exist. I'll instruct my scouts to look out for them. I'll keep you updated.
Okay, I'm ready. Time to find my brother.
Oh, okay. Is he still off the coast of Caracas?
If he isn't, we'll keep on looking until we find him. Yeah?
Okay. But that's what it looks like. One more thing.
What is it?
Your sister wants to settle the score with you.
Oh, really? Well, that's cute. Why doesn't she say that to me herself?
You really want to be a big man, huh, Logan? You know exactly why I'm here.
How do you still not get this? It was about business. It's always about business. All right, you let every major figure at the fort jerk you around. I couldn't protect you anymore. I would have been a laughingstock, and my status, my position, wouldn't have meant shit.
Business? You fucking pig! I'm your sister! No, you went too far. Now you're gonna pay!
Oh, come on. Why wait until now? Huh? Why wait until today to realize you're mad? I mean, what happened to running and hiding? You used to be good at that. Don't tell me this fucking shrimp talked you into it.
I changed my mind. I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Running away? Really? Shit, you are pathetic, you fucking coward!
Well, one thing's for sure. You won't be leaving the coast alive.
Now that was a truly shitty thing to do.
Maggot.
Your brother's dead.
Good, backstabbing pig. You can't choose your family, but you can choose how to deal with them.
You used to be so close.
Please. He was always a prick. Listen, what happened... What you said, I won't forget it. Anyway, it's done now. That's all that matters.
Didn't you say he was only the second biggest asshole you knew? So, who's number one?
Wow, you're dumber than I thought.
Fuck.
I still curse the day we met, you know.
What did I ever do to you?
It was you who got me into that war. You who let out all that anger inside me, turned me into a wild fucking animal.
I never made you do anything you didn't want to.
Then, when I finally think you and your shitty little war might be worth it after all, you take off with her! And you end up knocking her up. That's what I call the last fucking straw.
And saving your life from the Grey Death, that doesn't count for anything? Or have you forgotten already?
Oh, I remember all right. It's the only reason you're last on my list. But hey, that's all ancient history, right? So let's look at what you've done for me lately, yeah? We go to see Dan, and you decide you want to join him. I could have killed you then just for that. And right when I needed you most, when I was fighting my brother, you almost leave me hanging, you piece of shit! Sure, you helped me cross the names off my list. It wasn't a complete shit show, but no thanks to you. You've been trying to screw me every step of the way. But in the end, it comes down to this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I still need some time to think about us.
Well, you know where to find me.
Always.
Follow.
I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that we found two people who have been recently transformed into Sky-End curators.
And the bad news?
They're somewhere near the ELXEll Reformer in Tavar. Not the most pleasant of destinations.
I've been to worse, and if they're near a former, it shouldn't be too hard to find. I still haven't given up hope of finding an antidote to the Dark Plague.
I'll do what I can. Pretty imposing sight.
Yeah. And we're all screwed if they manage to finish the job they were created for.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. You're more familiar with this area. I'll follow.
I need to keep going. destruction. I've already forgotten about it again. I should train my mind before that thing happens to me.
Careful!
What the hell?
Yeah. All right.
We have to be real careful out here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's dangerous around here. Get behind me!
What the hell?
these poor souls is truly horrifying.
At least they're out of their misery.
But ours is just beginning. I hope the place where they mutated can bring us some answers. Take me to it. Step aside. I have to focus. I'm finished. Now let's get out of here.
Not before you tell me what you found.
I will, only... the effort has completely drained me. The more I see, the more I wish I could unsee it. I can say for certain now that the ELX derivatives come from the same source. Their vibrations are the same, so is their origin. The ELX derivatives communicate not only with their host, that is, the carrier organism, its mind, they also communicate with each other. In fact, they appear to complement each other.
Interesting. Go on.
They influence and attract each other, like those... what did you call those magical artifacts?
Magnets.
Yes. I inquired about them after you mentioned them and learned about their powers of attraction.
Wait. You're saying one ELX attracts the other?
Right. One seeks out the other and is driven to merge with it. It's not unlike gravity. The attraction is powerful when the voices of the ELX are directed. In fact, when found in large quantities, it has a force many times greater than our planet's gravitational pull. ELX is still extraordinarily rare in its pure form. It's usually bound with other substances from this world, weakening its force so that we hardly notice it.
So it needs some kind of medium, a mind, to focus the ELX voices and have an effect.
You got it. It's almost as if ELX was created with a single purpose, the control of mind over matter. But what kind of being would be capable of designing and producing such a powerful substance, and even imbuing it with its own consciousness?
That sounds more like God.
What else could it be? Only a deity would be able to do this. Whatever the ultimate source, I doubt this is the limit of its powers. I fear the Skyans and ELX are merely the harbingers of something far greater. Something of cosmic proportions. Something divine.
Maybe. But in the meantime, we still have a few human problems to take care of down here.
After examining all the evidence, I'm afraid that curing the Dark Plague is not going to be a simple matter. To be honest, it's beyond my comprehension. All we can do for the moment is try to contain the Dark ELX. We cannot allow it to reach a critical mass. If that happens, the outbreak that follows will be uncontrollable. We won't be able to stop the plague.
Well, at least we know where we stand.
True. As long as there's a chance for survival, we must press on. However slim that chance, we can't let it pass us by.
place. Good. Here we go. I don't know enough about that.
What's happening with the clerics?
I can't be certain yet.
Callahan, the cleric's false god. They'll never really rid themselves of that curse. I trust you've taken care of the problem.
I can't be certain yet.
What is certain when it comes to the clerics? Anyway, thank you for letting me know.
The Skyans are manipulating the old world infinite sky structures. Why would they do that?
As far as I know, the clerics use them as pilgrimage shrines.
Oh, come on. Just tell me what they are. You worked for the Infinite Skies Corporation before the comet, didn't you?
Well, they weren't just symbolic structures. They could actually purify the air. Of course, that was a long time ago. They don't work anymore. My best guess would be that the Skyans want to activate them to help with the processing of Dark ELXEll.
So, they could start using them against us if we don't do something about it.
It would appear that way. It isn't like they're stupid. Always remember that our most valuable asset is your willpower. It's the only thing that can save us. So take good care of it.
fucking cold here.
Want my clothes?
Forget it. Let's just finish up and head back as soon as we can.
Father.
So, you found me. I expected you to find me long ago. What took you so long?
I had more important things to do than chasing a forgotten shadow from my past.
Well, now you're here. So, what's the plan? You gonna kill me?
Not really my style.
I suppose if you wanted to kill me, you would have tried a long time ago. Everything I did for the good of the Alps. The hybrid made them blind and arrogant. Somebody had to do something.
You tried to kill me. Your own son.
I did, and I don't regret it. You were an Alp commander, a follower of the hybrid. You almost destroyed all humanity. You were deluded and dangerous. I had to stop you destroying one of the hybrid's most powerful opponents. If Thorald had died, the Berserkers would have died with him, and Magellan would have died with them. A whirlwind of carnage and extermination. Everything destroyed.
Oh, you really have some nerve, claiming to be humanity's savior. I started working for the Free People against the hybrid, and you still tried to get rid of me.
And look where it got you, Jax. You're working for that monster again. Dawkins still has you wrapped around his little finger, so much so that you can't even see the truth.
What truth? The truth, or just whatever you think you can use to get ahead? Even if I forget your crimes, I'll never forget the fact that you put my son in danger. Dex could have died out there, and it would have been your fault.
There you go again. Blind, walking the wrong path, and you don't even see it. Wake up, Jax! You need to see what's really going on here. The Skyans, as you call them, can be defeated. And I know how. Your son was never really in danger. Dex has such potential that even those creatures can't harm him. I saw the way he stood up to them.
Don't be ridiculous. He's still a little boy.
Look, if you don't trust me, well, I can understand that. But we're gonna have to forget our feud if we want to survive this. If we stick together, there's no way they can defeat us. I was at Maricor. I was there when they arrived and built their headquarters. I know their weaknesses. I know their goals. I know how to hurt them. You need me.
You're just saying that to save your own skin.
Damn it. If only I knew how to convince you. Magellan is about to fall apart. But right now, there's still time to stop it. But only if you wake up and start making the right decisions.
Very good.
You were at Maracor to see the first former land?
I was in exile for a long time. Nobody followed me to Maracor. So, I stayed there. Up until the day the first of their ships landed there. I saw how they set up their systems. I know how the formers work.
Then tell me how the formers work and how we can stop them.
So, I'm just supposed to play my trump card without being certain that you won't just change your mind and kill me anyway.
That sounds like you, but I'm not gonna let you jerk me around anymore. The question is, why should I believe your bullshit in the first place?
No, Jax. The question is whether you can afford to let me take this vital information to my grave.
What do you want with my son? What did you do to him?
We just ran into each other. Pure chance. I was watching you, and that boy has a lot of willpower. Just like his father. I didn't even try to talk him out of his plan to confront the invaders. It wouldn't have worked. I thought I could protect him, if... But then, I realized he was much stronger than I had assumed. Your son is really something special. He's going to play a big role in the war against...
You keep away from him. I'm warning you.
And you should give him something to do. He'll never reach his full potential if his parents are always hovering over him. Trying to protect him from the world.
I want proof. Give me a reason not to tear you to pieces.
That's easy. You think you know everything going on in that bastion of yours? Well, think again. One of your people is trying to get in touch with your enemy as we speak. If you don't watch out, you'll have a full battalion of Skyans at your front door.
Midori, Yamaso, Yamada.
What? Who? Well, if I tell you that, you're gonna think I'm just digging up the past again.
Dawkins? Why would he do that? He was the one who founded the Sixth Power in the first place. Why would he stab us in the back?
You wanted proof that I had information, and that I was trustworthy. So go check if what I told you is true. If it's not, you can always come back and tear me to pieces then. Or not, if I'm right.
Why are you suddenly so interested in humanity? I'd have to guess that you're really more interested in making sure the Albs survive.
Back then, we were in control of Magellan. And that makes it easy to judge everyone else. But the tide has turned. These days, we're the ones being hunted. The Albs in Ignadon will be the first to fall when the Skyans in Maracor start their attack. That's why we need the other factions. We have to ensure that they stay strong. That way they'll be able to fight in the final battle against the invaders. Now the same is true for your troops in the Bastion. They have to get stronger so that they can play their part against the Skyans.
Do you really mean every faction?
Really, we need all of them. Or we're all going to die. The Berserkers are already doing their part. They're actively fighting the Skyanids. Even those criminal outlaws in their crater cannot be allowed to fall. I've been patrolling, and I noticed that the attacks against them have been getting more intense over the past few days. You really should take a look. I think the Duke of Ateris is really going to need your help. Go to the Bastion and find out for yourself that I'm telling the truth. I'll wait for you here.
What the hell were...
Don't worry, I'm not gonna run away.
Before you go, I just want to say, I'm...
Yeah.
Do you...
You mean...
No, you idiot. I know I've been hard on you sometimes. Well,
Yeah.
how did it come to this? How did we drift?
Well, we could go back to how it was.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
We need to talk about Dex.
Yes, we do.
Taguru, Imaluka, Taga.
Jax, stay with me. Try to focus.
I'm worried about his future. Too many dangerous people have taken an interest in him. Wardick, Dawkins. He can't stay in the Bastion.
Okay, where would he be safe?
I think we should let him decide. I'll talk to him.
If you think that's best. Before you go, I just want to say, I'm worried about you.
Yeah. I should really do something about these blackouts. I'll take care of them when there's time. Are you okay?
I'm well, thank you.
Look, Dex, you can't stay in the Bastion.
You're worried about your old mentors getting to me, aren't you?
My mentors?
Adam and your father.
You're one smart kid. Yeah. I'm afraid they'll come after you one day if I don't keep an eye on things. They know how special you are. That's why we need to get you somewhere safe, where they'll never think to look. So it can't be in your home in Tovar, and of course it can't be out in the wild. We need someplace civilized.
But I want Asker to come with us.
Of course. Ado. Idorath. Famo.
What are you talking about, Father? Okay. Then I should be the one who decides where I go.
That was the idea. So, what do you think? Got somewhere in mind?
I need to ask you a few questions before I decide.
Okay. Fire away.
First one. What's more important? Saving humanity or saving your family?
No one comes between me and my family.
But you spent all your time away helping others. Second question. What works better, violence or diplomacy?
Depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, but the circumstances right now aren't normal, are they? Alright, third question. Do you think it's okay to take something away from someone if you know it's going to get them in big trouble?
You should only take what you really need.
But that means you might take too little. And you never know when you'll get another chance. Good. Then I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to the Alps.
I was afraid of that.
I've always wanted to know more about where you grew up. Okay, I should go then. You'll come visit me sometime, won't you?
I will. Take care of yourself, Dex.
Not bad. Before you... Are you in...
It was his choice. Askar will be with him. He can monitor his
But what if...
Dex has incredible potential.
And you want to...
Don't worry. Didn't he just travel halfway around the world, pretty much all... Think how much safer he'll be in a more civilized area. And again, this was his...
I swear, Jax. If anything... I'm well, thank you.
Training of...
All right. I see. Where's the old man? Where's Dawkins? I've got to talk to him immediately. How are things in the Bastion? Are we making any progress?
We have serious numbers of Skyanids. It's an issue. But more than that, we need to be more efficient. The Skyans seem to know our strategies before we even put them into action. Something's not right here. I feel it in my gut.
You think they have a spy?
I wish I had the answer. Maybe you should do some snooping. The Skyans are reactivating robots from the old world. They're using an old chemical factory in Ignadon. Our scouts heard a broadcast to the workers there. Things that only someone with inside knowledge of the Sixth Power would know. It's not much to go on, but it's a good enough reason to take a closer look, don't you think?
Where's the old man? Where's Dawkins?
No idea. I thought he was with you. Oh, wait. Now I remember. Said he wanted to look for DNA fragments again.
And where was that exactly?
He talked a lot of technical shit about this and that. Something about a main former? That make any sense to you?
The Skyan's main former is in Maricor.
Look, I've no idea. I haven't seen him for a while.
Any news from Tavar?
I'm told the Skyans have our world hearts in their sights. Hordes of Skyanids are gathering. They're planning to attack the World Hearts in Tavar. If we weren't so engaged here, I'd offer our men to defend the Hearts.
Maybe I can be of use.
Maybe. But act fast. If the Hearts fall, Tavar also falls.
Teach me something. My head.
What the hell were they thinking?
What the hell are you doing here? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
No, well, it's not easy to explain.
You found something out, haven't you? Well, come on, what is it?
Things are more complicated than I thought. I'm afraid we'll have to rethink our plans for the Sixth Power.
What are you talking about? You're giving up? Why? The Sixth Power was your plan. Things are starting to take shape. Thiao just brought in some new recruits.
Can't you see? We don't stand a chance! There are far more Skyans than I ever imagined. And now they've developed new mutation methods. Faster, much faster, and more efficient. They're on the verge of completing their analysis. That's when they'll launch their full-scale attack.
You're not just gonna give up now, are you? Shit. I get it now. You weren't out here looking for DNA fragments. You were talking to them. Am I right?
Jax, listen.
You son of a bitch. I should have known. You get me to help you with your little war games, and now that it's time to fight, you start working with them.
Jax, now just hold on a second. It's true, I spoke to one of their curators, but he's on our side.
A defector? Who is it? What did he say? You better start talking, old man, or I'm ending this here and now.
His name is Kopark, and nothing he said was particularly encouraging.
So, how did you get talking to this defector, then?
The Skyans are trying to reactivate old-world technology to use against us. During my research, I came across some peculiar algorithms on some old computers. They were clues left behind by Kopark, hoping someone would understand them. He wanted to talk to someone on our side without the rest of the Skyans knowing. I replied using the same method, and we arranged a secret meeting.
So where is this Kopark? I want to talk to him.
I'm afraid that's no longer possible. We've stopped communications for the time being, and he's gone back to his people. It's too risky for him to leave the main former again. If they catch him, they'll kill him.
So what else did you find out from the defector? Can he help us get inside the main former and shut it down?
I'm afraid not. He doesn't understand the technology involved any more than you or I do. But I learned plenty of other things. Things that would get him killed if any of his people found out he'd told me. The Skyans' military strength is vast. And even worse, they're breeding new, more lethal creatures. Changeable, transformable beings. Monstrously powerful and adaptable. These changelings are said to be invincible. Nothing can stop them.
Well, that's just fucking great. Anything else?
I tried to get Kopark to help us, but he refused. He's afraid for his life. He did answer all my questions about Dark ELXEll and its properties, though. I was hoping I might still have a chance to heal those infections. In any case, even if we do manage all this, the Skyans are simply too powerful, and there's just too many of them. They'd crush us.
Well, that's just not good enough. You're going to keep at it, you hear me? I want results. So get that old ass in gear and find something useful.
Can't really argue with that kind of logic. All right, I'll start analyzing the data Kopark gave me. But I can't carry on with my role in the Bastion after all this.
And what exactly does that mean?
Our people need someone who still believes we can defeat the Skyans. It's time for you to become leader of the Sixth Power.
Isn't that what I've been doing for a while now? That was your plan from the start, wasn't it?
Maybe, but you need to make a decision about which faction you belong to. If you're going to lead by example, people need to see the path you've chosen. They need to know what you believe in. and it's a decision you must abide by to the bitter end. They'll never follow a turncoat, so whatever choice you make must be final. We don't have much more time, so you better hurry.
I took the higher career path with the Berserkers. So I'm a Berserker for life now.
Very good. Now that that's out of the way, we can focus on making the final preparations for our battle with the Skyans.
So, what does the Bastion need now?
The Sixth Power needs a strong ally. The only question is, which of the major factions it should be. You've already completed your basic training with one of them. So it doesn't make much sense to ask a different one to join us. How could they trust you to lead them? So, in a way, you've already chosen the Sixth Power's future ally. All that's left now is to seal the deal.
What exactly do I need to do to find an ally?
You did your training with the Berserkers, which makes them our obvious potential ally. Then all that's left is to figure out how to convince them to join us. They will want to keep their most powerful forces in their own headquarters, of course. But I'm sure they'll have other troops scattered throughout the land. Those are the ones we need to convince. Win them to our cause and station them in the Bastion. It won't be easy, but with a little deft diplomacy...
Where should I look for the scattered Berserker troops?
Ask the Elk. He should have the best overview of the Berserkers' troop movements. Find the scattered troops and bring them to the Bastion. That's the only way we'll have a big enough army to face what's coming.
Good.
Always remember that our most valuable asset is your willpower.
Good. Jax, can we talk?
Sure. What is it?
I'm worried. I just don't know if I can do this anymore. My people needed someone like me, so I took up the mantle. Accepted the responsibility.
You always have.
Have I? Then why do my duties weigh more on me with each passing day? I'm no longer certain I can cope with it all. And yet my people need stability. What if I can't give it to them anymore?
You're the Berserker's most powerful mage. Maybe the most powerful of any faction. Who could do a better job than you?
Maybe, but I can't do this alone. It'll wear me down in the end if things don't change. I need to believe in a better future than one where I spend the rest of my life sitting on the Oracle throne.
I think I know what you mean.
Have you now? And what exactly are those thoughts?
We should give this another try, you know? Me and you. Don't you think?
You're serious about this, aren't you?
I've never been so sure of anything in my life.
I can't tell you how happy I am to hear that. I'd almost given up all hope, to be honest. But before we go any further, I have a few questions for you. You know, we never spoke about your time up on that mountain. What were you really doing there?
I needed time to myself. But believe me, not a day went by when I didn't think of you.
Then why didn't you come back?
I've told you.
What, that unlikely tale of how you wanted to save the planet from annihilation? You had a curious way of doing it. You didn't even know if anything was gonna happen.
We both knew enough to see all this coming.
Damn it, Jax. What else could we have done? Run and hide like you always do?
I did not run away.
No, you just buried yourself so deeply you had only the rats for company.
You have no idea how hard it's been to convince everyone how serious this threat is. But you idiots are more interested in pointless arguments with other factions than your own survival.
What did you call me?
Where have I seen this before?
Do you think it will last this time? This thing between us, I mean.
I'd like that.
It better last, because... well, I love you. And you know it, you son of a bitch. Are you alright?
Yeah, sure.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. To me.
Believe the rumors, they're all dead.
You've got your ears everywhere, too.
I hear you're having a few problems. Stuff that could weaken the outlaws.
You certainly have a nice way of putting it, friend. You seen that mass of critters at the edge of the crater? Since those toxic hellspawn freaks showed up here, they've scared off all the normal animals living anywhere near their damn terraformers. And you get 3 tries to guess where they're all running for safety. Got it in 1. They're all coming here, into this gaping asshole we call home. It was just a few critters at first, but now there's whole herds of them out there. Keep this shit up and we'll be swimming in critters in no time.
Then you better do something about it.
Hell yes! So I'm officially assigning you to deal with them. Kill all the fucking beasts on the edge of the crater before they come and take over our happy little home. What'd you say? You don't want to do it? Serves you right for opening your big mouth.
I'm not losing any of my men sending them out there. We'll just stay put and defend ourselves when they come for us. I got both my eyes on you.
Shit. Willpower, huh? What would happen if the hybrid control chip inside me actually worked? Would I become just as blinded as all the others under the delusion of the machine? Ugh. Not a pleasant thought.
That one's mine! It's another one of those beasts!
Watch out!
Smart move. Hey. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Careful! Pretty nice here. I mean, if we didn't have to worry about getting devoured by beasts, this would be a great place to take a little break. Watch out! I just wish we had more time. What they made here. Teleporters, maybe? Or aircraft? What do you...
Probably underwear.
You always have to bring the conversation down.
exceptional.
Halvar's right. The thieves have made their way into the upper district. They even stole from the guards.
I notice a distinct lack of prisoners here.
That is, we have been unable to apprehend the thieves so far.
Disappointing.
What do we do now? What are your orders?
Isn't this your job? Then do it. Don't come back until you have results.
Yes, sir.
With everything that's been happening, it's easy to forget how beautiful.
good deal. If you ever need anything else, just come to me.
Of course.
Hey, it's good to see you. My escape from the grotto was an adventure, I can tell you. Think you would have enjoyed it. But I had some good company, so I can't complain.
Glad to see you again, too.
I want to introduce you to someone. Just a second.
Everything feels... I mean... Just hope...
How was your journey?
Interesting, terrifying, but overwhelming. So much to see, so much freedom. Still can't believe how big the world... If I'd known what I was missing, it's almost too much to... One thing's for sure. What?
People let fear. Some get better, some get worse.
That's a cynical way of... But you were asking... Well... Wonder who taught him that.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, well, who knows? At least...
You know I could...
You see? I'm just so glad...
Come on, don't be shy. You remember, right? I told you all about him. Just say hi, Tamara. He's our friend. Tamara, please. I'm sorry, Jax. My daughter can be a little on the obstinate side. She doesn't get out much, unfortunately. The resistors couldn't find out about her, so we kept her hidden in our house. She'll get used to the big wide world soon enough. Anyway, business as usual here. If there's anything you need, ask away.
Where'd you get the goods from?
I have Chloe to thank for that, strangely enough. Doing all sorts to help us keep afloat. A lot of what I'm selling is stuff she suggested. Wouldn't get that help in the grotto, that's for damn sure. Not in Amor Khan's nature. But that little episode's in the past now, where it belongs. My family's safe. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Glad you all made it here safely.
Hey, anyone tries to lay a finger on my family, they can kiss goodbye to their arm.
Don't listen to him. He'd struggle to break a little finger.
Oh, come on, Marika. He would have bought it. Anyway, we can't complain. Pretty well set up here.
If you need anything, I'd be happy to help.
I know, and we're so grateful. But hopefully, we can manage on our own now. Listen, if you don't mind a few words of wisdom from this fool, don't do what I did. Don't gamble with the lives of your loved ones. Nothing is more important. I took far too long to realize that.
Let's trade.
Sounds good.
Very good.
They stole from me, but they stole from your guards, too.
You think that's a good enough reason for me to waste manpower guarding your door?
The warehouse needs protection.
Aren't you there?
Of course.
In that case, I'm making you responsible. You'll personally pay for every item that disappears. If not, I'll give the job to someone else.
You can't. I'll complain to Goliath.
Goliath? How do you plan to get past those purple creatures? Besides, for all I know, it's you that's behind all these disappearing items.
Me? I would never.
I'm not sure I trust you.
No, I'll pay. I'll do what you need me to.
Good. Now get out of here.
Take a look around.
Good to see you.
A good deal. If you ever need anything else, just come to me.